You are alone in a room, and yet, right now, some quiet part of you is certain that you are not. The back of your neck knows it before your mind does. You turn around, half expecting a face. There is nothing there. But the feeling was real, and the reason for it is far older and far stranger than you think. You call it a sixth sense. It is not. It is something much more interesting than magic. Your brain has one job above all others: keep you alive. And to do that, it made a bet millions of years ago that still runs inside you today. When in doubt, assume you are being watched. Think about what your ancestors faced. A pair of eyes in the grass could mean a predator. A rustle in the trees could be nothing, or it could be the last mistake you ever make. Imagine two early humans. The first hears a sound and thinks, probably just the wind. The second freezes, certain something is watching. Most nights the second one is wrong. But on the rare night they are right. They are the only one who survives. Which of those two do you think you are descended from? The psychiatrist Randolph Nesse called this the smoke detector principle. A smoke detector is built to scream at burnt toast, because 1,000 false alarms cost nothing next to missing one real fire. Your fear system works the same way. It would rather be wrong 100 times than be caught off guard even once. So it leans, always, toward yes, something is there. But where does the feeling itself come from? Deep in your head sits a small structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your brain's alarm bell. It is fast, ancient, and it does not wait for permission. A neuroscientist named Joseph Ledoux mapped how fear moves through the brain, and he found that a threat signal splits into two roads. One is slow, traveling up to the thinking part of your brain that checks the facts. The other is fast, running almost straight to the amygdala, skipping thought entirely. The fast road fires first. That is why your body flinches before you have decided there is anything to flinch at. Now add another piece. Your brain is not just scanning for danger. It is scanning, constantly, for faces. You have a region called the fusiform face area, and its whole purpose is to detect them. It is so eager that it sees faces where none exist. That is why you spot one in a car's headlights, in a power outlet, in a folded curtain. There is a name for it: pareidolia. And your eyes have a secret. Your vision is sharp only in a tiny circle at the center. Everything at the edge is blurry and tuned for movement, not shape. Your peripheral vision cannot tell you what something is. It can only whisper that something moved. So when a shadow leans at the edge of your gaze, your brain gets a vague alert. Movement. Unidentified. And into that blank, your fear system pours its favorite answer. Someone is there. But here it becomes truly strange. Sometimes the feeling has nothing to do with your eyes at all. Neuroscientists call it the feeling of presence, a vivid certainty that another being is standing just behind you, even in an empty room. In 2014, a team led by Olaf Blanke recreated it in the lab. They blindfolded volunteers and had them operate a robot with their hands, while a second robot traced the same movements on their back, with a slight delay. That tiny mismatch was enough. Volunteers became convinced a stranger was in the room. Some were so disturbed they begged to stop. There was no one there. The presence was built entirely inside their own brains. And that is the deepest truth. The sense of another mind watching you is not something you detect out in the world. It is something your brain constructs. Your brain is a prediction machine, always modeling minds, always asking what is out there and what does it want. That machinery is so powerful it can conjure a watcher from a delayed touch, a shifting shadow, or nothing at all. So the feeling was never proof of a ghost. It was proof of something more astonishing. You carry inside your skull an ancient guardian that never fully sleeps. It watches the shadows so you don't have to. You are alone in a room, and some quiet part of you is certain that you are not. Now you know the truth. The watcher you keep sensing has been with you your whole life. It lives behind your own eyes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.